Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is DotaPit League Season number 3. The qualifiers are finally underway, and we're underway with our first day of DotaPit. And I gotta say, it's been very exciting already. One series in the books. That was, of course, mYi taking on none other than basically Unknown. Great series at that. I highly recommend you to check it out sometime in the near future. Of course, we're here. Game number 1 of 4ASC versus mYi. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mott. Joining me today is Mott Packs, our Statsman, and of course, Trouf. Trouf, how the hell are you?
Doing good, man. Feeling good. I almost said feeling good on a Wednesday. Do you remember that episode from South Park?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that joke's lost. Sorry.
Someone will get that.
Yes.
It was the Lord's song that they're making fun of, and it starts out feeling good on a Wednesday. Anyway, I'll just stop right now. You just go.
Listen, you have a beautiful voice, man. It's fine. It's totally fine. Apparently, Mott Packs chuckled heartily, so that's good. She got that going.
Oh, maybe he got it. All right. Well, there you go.
Well, already in the game. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff here. mYi versus 4ASC. I got to say, this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. mYi is a team that a lot of people kind of, they don't give them the benefit of the doubt. They don't necessarily look at them and think of a top tier team or a team that's even up there. But they're playing these qualifiers. They had a pretty good time last time in DotaPit when they, I believe, replaced Navi US. So we'll see how they play up against 4ASC, who's a team that is pretty solid, I'd say. 4ASC more often than not play pretty good Dota and pretty well known at this point.
So okay, help me out here. What are the changes that happened to 4AFC?
They got rid of Jirax and they picked up Nymphy, I believe, was the only change.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Oh wait, I saw them play last. Okay, yeah. The only thing I know about them is that they threw really hard last night. They were playing Tinker and they should have won, and then Shadow Fiend bought back and died, bought back and died again, and then they just lost. I
actually haven't seen the new Tinker play, so I'm excited to see them when the tournament actually gets underway in the group stages. By the way, again, guys, I wanna let you know that we do have some very exciting stuff planned for the group stages, and obviously the compendium will be out by then. Hopefully, it's out a lot sooner than that, but not today at least. So. Just something to keep in mind. Also, if you're interested in giveaways, we have some Arcanas to give away. Just head over to the Gamers Book Steam page on the community page, search Gamers Book, and go ahead and just join that group. And the instructions on how to get the Arcanas are there. So something to keep in mind. Anyways, back to the draft. mYi, they pick up the line for themselves. Vengeful Spirit line coming out. Pretty decent combo. Then Treant Protector, which we saw last game. And let's just say you want to see Leech Seed on this Treant Protector at some point in time.
I mean, that's not even my main gripe with it. It was just that I don't think that Hani was that comfortable on the hero. Maybe he didn't play it that much. Like, you saw him play Sand King. You clearly knew he was comfortable. He knew what he was doing, where he needed to be at the right time. Right. But I just feel like he wasn't too comfortable in that hero. I think the tree, in theory, well, like paired with the Skywrath, for example, if he gets good levels, is actually a decent combo. Like, they can go get kills easily on any hero. And Leech Seed is a pretty damn good damaging spell, and he just didn't get it till level 13 at the very end. But I do like the hero a lot. I think he's very, very good right now in the metagame, simply because like huge damage over time heroes aren't really that popular right now. Like Darkseer is not that popular, although I could go into a tangent why I actually think Darkseer is really good right now. But Darkseer is not popular, Jakiro is not popular, Batrider is somewhat gaining a little bit more popularity, but it's still not quite where it used to be.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I think the Treant is actually very, very good.
Yeah, the Jakiro we talked about at great length in the last series
remaining.
has just not been picked like anymore at all, which is fine. The hero got some. It was a lot like the last time Jakiro got spotlight, which was when Ice Path was really good, and then he was there for a patch, and then just got nerfed to hell. And well, so much for that. Now they will pick up the Phantom Assassin for mYi. I do want to point out, by the way, that that is not the real art style. It is Milan playing under the tag art style for whatever reason. But as far as everyone else is concerned, these are their real names. I can, except for man of the man is Batama Man. That's it. That's the only difference. So.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have no idea how My Insanity plays. I being the noob caster that I am, I've never seen them play personally.
All right, it's all right. I got you on this one. I know this team. Mitch is quite the offline player from what I've seen.
Well, he's got Charizard in his picture, so
yes, yeah. If Charizard was in this game, I'm sure he would wreck it. But he's a really good Darkseer player.
Okay, all right. Well, that would be pretty good against Treant, actually.
Yeah. I think Darkseer, and they still need an offlane. Well, they could probably send Axe offlane, but I've also seen them run Axe mid before. I keep forgetting who plays it for them. It's been a while since I have casted them, so I will just go ahead and say that. But
it's been a while.
That I do know. I know what that is. That reference is.
Well, Axe is really good against Ember mid because Ember gets no benefit from having a shield up against only physical damage. What's it called? Counter Helix coming out.
Yeah.
And since he's a melee, you're always going to get hit by that once you're trying to get CS. So very, very good hero against that. They might even want to think about putting like Bristle mid and farming the Ember as a one position. Something that the Chinese do a lot more of. Not necessarily Bristle mid, but just farming the Ember Spirit in the one position more so than having him mid.
Yeah.
Because there are so many good laners against Ember Spirit. There's a ton of them. I mean, Invoker, Quaswex is amazing.
Yeah.
Axe is great. There's just the list goes on and on.
There's that like early point in time, like the couple first levels for Ember Spirit when he doesn't have that damage that he can burst with. And I think Shadow Fiend's probably a pretty good matchup if they send the Shadow Fiend mid, which is more than likely in this situation. Or they could aggro Trice and Shadow Fiend safe lane and send Axe mid. There's a lot mindset they could do with these landings, but I'm excited to see how the Shadow Fiend pans out.
I mean, Shadow Fiend's nice with Venge just because the it's an Invoker actually. So I'm wondering if they are going to go one position Ember. Regardless, I actually think Ember does pretty okay against Shadow Fiend. He has the potential easily to kill him if he gets a good Searing Chains off. And it's very easy to gank for an Ember Spirit as a Skywrath. Like if you're looking at heroes that can potentially help out a mid player and gank, Ember Spirit's one of the best as far as helping out, just because he does have that almost guaranteed hit of the Searing Chains. Of course, if you're next to a number of targets, you can't get it off. But nobody casts it. Like they're not like, all right, I'm gonna take my chances. Here we go.
Let's roll the dice.
Yeah, you always put yourself in a position to where you are guaranteed that. So
yeah,
Shadow Fiend, kind of an interesting pick though with the Phantom Assassin. Like there's a lot of farm going around. I guess Axe doesn't need that much farm, but Phantom Assassin and Shadow Fiend definitely will be, juggling the farm a bit.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I gotta say, this is a bit greedy, like you talked about, but never mind. Says Bataba Man, so we're ready to go. And all right, I'm gonna give you the option again. Who do you want to do for the introductions?
I'll go with the Dire side.
All right. We'll start with the Radiant team. For My Insanity, we have Mitch playing your Lion. Looks like he won't be playing offlane this time around. Gogi's gonna be on your Axe. The Classy Issue, which I thought was I believe that's Milan. Yeah, okay, so the Classy Issue is Milan. Lazard is playing your Vengeful Spirit, and Cole is on your Phantom Assassin. All right, we got it. We did it. We're good. My Insanity's done.
I like that name, though, the Classy Issue.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
All right. Trixie playing it looks like support Treant Protector. Nymphy playing your Ember Spirit. Boogie playing your Bristleback. Valix playing the Skywrath Mage, and up top is going to be Matumba Man, I think is his name, right?
Yes.
Matumba Man on Man of the Man, playing your, looks to be one position Invoker in the safe lane.
Yeah, this is a weird collective of heroes down in the bottom lane. They actually had Nymphy there for a period of time as well, but it looks like he's going mid because he has a poor man's shield and 2 shared tangos plus the Iron Branch, so just something to keep in mind. It looks like he'll be heading back mid, and that leaves in the top lane. Valix is going to be up there with, of course, the Invoker. So actually, Matema Man's... I've seen this before with Matema Man. He'll go safe lane Invoker from time to time. Also go like other heroes that are usually in the mid lane, he'll put in the safe lane as well. I like the decision here. I think it's pretty good, although against the Shadow Fiend, I'm not sure how good of a time Nymphy will have. We'll have to wait and see. Bounty Runes picked up for ASC. They got both of them, so mYi not off to a good start. In a game that they're definitely not favored in. This is going to be a difficult road. This is a very solid 4ASC team, a team that has played together for a long period of time as well. So,
yeah, I am interested to see how mid lane goes, because I think if you're a very, very good Shadow Fiend player, you should actually win mid against Ember Spirit. But one, he didn't get a good block. Like, his block was actually pretty poor, which is a big deal. And then two, he has a little bit of harass coming out from the Skywrath. So that's going to give... it's actually really important, those two combination of factors. The bad block and then the harassment from the Skywrath. Because it means that Ember Spirit's going to have a free time getting good CS to a bottle. And then... now, he won't be getting the most experience in the world, but it's shutting down Shadow Fiend early on. So it's actually very, very important that they've done this.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is making sure he doesn't get any Necromaster stacks, and so far he's gotten 0. He just has the base Necromaster stack going his way, and Nymphy's got 4 last hits, so just something to keep in mind. So, Valix will head up to the top rune. Actually, he's going to head up top in general, and Gogi is playing this offlane Axe. However, you can't really creep cut against these two ranged heroes. They can pretty much just do all the damage to you. Cold Snap, Sunstrike, especially when you get levels, and go from there. He can play aggressively until Valix gets up here, but he's actually going to go on Matema Man with the Berserker's Call. He does have counter Helix procs, but not enough to get the kill. In fact, he's actually chasing after Valix. Cancels the Clarity. Another Arcane Bolt going through. Sunstrike, Gogi. Oh, he just avoids it. The range, the radius was not there, and Gogi will live. My God.
Or, I don't know, this Skywrath is very fast. He does have a salve, so yeah, he's actually going to be fine. Or he can cancel it.
Concussive Shot comes in.
He does cancel it.
And now he actually maybe has to go home. He actually has 4 tankers. He should be fine, but that's all of his regen. Leech Seed bottom, Trixie coming in. Mitch is here. He has Hex. He has Earth Spike as well, but he's just making a lot of space for Boogie. So the Dire are getting a lot out of the map right now. Cole still is getting plenty of farm, but top lane's getting okay farm. Mid lane is certainly getting a lot of farm for Nymphy, so...
Yep. The ward is countered here from the Radiant side, so that's very, very good for them. The problem though, if you look at the safe lane, is that this is a huge wave coming their way, and they don't have any pulls for the next 40 seconds, actually a full minute. So that means it's going to be a lot of free experience on Bristleback. If they don't kill him right now, this is going to be pretty bad.
Berserker's Call went, Sunstrike didn't go. It was able to get the kill with the right click though. They didn't even need the Sunstrike. That was really nice. Good body blocks from Valix to make sure they can make that he couldn't get out, and he actually got blocked by the creep wave as well. So first blood goes the way of 4AC, and now mid lane, Searing Chain's going in. Trixie with the leech seed, and actually Milan is dead. He's gonna go down. Mitch is gonna Earth Spike Trixie. He might fall here to the tower, but Mitch is actually getting chased down. Nymphy with the Flame Guards doing work. He has Searing Chains, might be able to pop it off. There's the Living Armor going on. Nymphy can turn around if he wants to. He's thinking about it. Wave of Terror. He bottles up, and now Lazard's like, oh shit, back away. Let's not be here. And they'll get out.
Well, you see the power of even just that 1 point of Leech Seed, how it can really help keep people in play. I'm serious, it helps them a lot. And then the damage from Ember Spirit, once you can dive a Shadow Fiend like that, because of the early start he had, makes it very, very easy to do so. And that was 2 TP rotations that didn't get anything done.
Cole getting chased by Boogie here. There's the Stifling Dagger. Wow, that was a lot of cool sprays in 1 second. The salve going in, and Boogie does cancel it. One more right click and will get the kill. But Boogie is going to die to the tower. Maybe he does get the kill on Cole. Certainly worth it. He actually bought before he died as well. Excellent plays coming out from 4AC. And, I mean, if you're getting run into like that as a PA in your safe lane, there's an issue happening, so...
Yeah, that's not good at all. Axe is getting actually decent farm up top, which is good. Shadow Fiend, despite having pretty much everything that could bad happen except save a courier snipe, has happened to him. But he's still sitting at 13 CS, so he's actually not doing too badly in mid. But yeah, these kills are definitely favoring 4ASC right now.
The one thing that could go better for 4AC is Matema Man having a bit more farm, but he actually gets the kill and an assist, so Matema Man is certainly not really frowning about his start as of yet. And Gogi's actually taking a lot of harass from this level 3 Exhort. No Null Talisman, no Phase Boot, so just the damage coming out from the Exhort alone is actually doing a lot. Boogie having a pretty good time bottom as far as farm goes as well and getting kills. Rotation mid. Trixie, does he see Mitch? I don't believe so. Does not. They're going to try to go on Nephi. Nephi's in trouble. Nephi does not have his ultimate, but now they're going to go on Trixie. They're going to get that kill instead using a raise, a couple of right clicks, and Mitch's Earth Spike as well. So will look to be a setup for a kill for as he turns around.
That was a very awkward play from the tree. Even without the Lion there to support, there's a chance he still dies just to a solo Shadow Fiend. Just because the Ember Spirit couldn't help out at all with having at low HP. So very curious dive there from them. And this is actually, even though Tree had that great gank in mid, he's very low levels. Like, level 2 at 5 minutes is not where you want to be on the Treant Protector at all.
He's doing a lot of roaming right now, and Trixie playing a role that we don't see him play too often, at least I haven't. He's now playing a support Treant, and they put Boogie in the off lane. Nemphy coming in back to the lane. He's going to pop his Searing Chains, or rather his Flame Guard, and avoid a lot of the raise damage. He's able to do so because he just came from the well, so no mana wasted. And okay, now mYi are starting to get back into it. Cole's starting to get some more farm. However, he's staying very far away from Boogie, and mid lane, Milan is starting to pick up as well. So they're starting to fall behind in terms of CS for 4ASC.
Yeah, it looks like the supports have really focused more on the mid lane. And there is not... Okay, here comes a Hex actually on mid. Yeah, there's no Flame Guard up too, so that's an easy kill. So this rotations to mid has proven to be successful, and they're like, maybe you're not going to get the most free farm in the world, but you can still CS from afar with the Stifling Dagger.
Yeah.
So he's still up to 29 CS, and while Boogie's still getting good farm, I think the rotations to mid are a little bit more effective. So good job from mYi.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job of making sure that the Shadow Fiend is able to snowball.
Oop, top.
He might get a kill here on Valix or Matema Man. One of the two,
He's
but
not
an Ancient
raising.
Seal came out. Gogi's going to come through. Ancient Seal is now done. Raze is going to come in as well. Matema Man, he will get the Sunstrike off, but actually doesn't connect. And they get another kill for the Shadow Fiend. That puts him up to 29 souls, 1,500 gold as well. You might be thinking about a Midas right now as for the Shadow Fiend.
I'm wondering why he didn't choose to keep going on the Skywrath. Even if someone TP's in, he could have just ran away because he had a good 8 seconds left on his haste. I think he could have got a little bit more out of that.
He would have had so much right-click damage too, so even if he takes tower hits, he's fine.
Yeah, Skywrath has no armor. Like, even right now, level 4, there's absolutely no armor, so... A little bit surprising he didn't try to go for more there, but wanted to play it a little bit more safely, I guess, but... Yeah, I agree. I think Midas is the item here, obviously, for Shadow Fiend.
My concern is that, all of a sudden, mYi just starts snowballing and 4AC have no real way to deal with that. I mean, there's this point where Ember Spirit's pretty good right now and for the next couple of minutes, and then in the mid-game, he'll just start falling off, I think. And the Invoker will provide a bit, but he still needs a bit more levels to work with, too, so...
It's going to be a Midas, actually, for Shadow Fiend, even before the Midas... Or, sorry, did I say Midas?
Yes.
Mech.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna
I've
be a
seen this
mech.
before. This is... this has been happening a lot recently, I think. The mech
Yeah, it
pickup.
has. I don't know. I go back and forth whether it's good or not. I think that he should have got Midas just because he got such a huge surge of gold. And I think he could have benefited a little bit more from the Midas and still had a decent clip with the... Oh, actually, top Axe is in some trouble.
Yeah, Ancient Seal Cold Snap came out. That Sunstrike is off the mark, unfortunately. Leech Seed not able to go. The counter Helix procs. Cold TP's up the Coin Blade onto 1. He's going to get it onto 2 as well. Gogi with a double kill, turning it around. Cole thinking about diving. Stifling Dagger, no Phantom Strike, however, but here comes Gogi. No mana for a third call, not yet anyways. And there's the crit coming in from Cole at the last second. TP canceled as well. mYi turning the Jets on. The Turbo going their way, and they get 2 quick kills up top, almost 3. Actually, they did get 3.
Under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's top
3 easy
is
kills. The
under
Treant
attack.
died so fast that he respawned because he's only, I think, level 3.
Yeah.
Just hit 3, actually.
Yeah.
They just don't have the damage at this stage of the game. And without the Sunstrike hitting, even with the Sunstrike hitting, I don't think they get the kill.
Structures are fortified.
And they both clumped up. There was 2 heroes
Radiant's
clumped up for
bottom
that Axe
tower
call.
is
They should have
under
been ready
attack.
for that, but they weren't. And I knew the second he was calling that it was going to be a turn. Even without the PA there, he gets 1 kill for sure.
Yeah. The PA comes in, though, and actually cleans up. And we talked about how PA and SF need a decent amount of farm, but really, at this point, with just coup de grace and setups coming in from the Axe, they're actually doing a lot of work. And Axe, as soon as he gets a Blank Dagger, what we missed in the last game might be here for the Axe this game. So, all right, off to the Dunk Show. 43% win rate when it's built in the 10 to 15 minute mark, which is what it's looking like for the Axe now. However...
Wait, 5 to 10 minutes? What Axe has gotten a blink at 5 minutes? I would love to see that.
there have been a couple of cases, but
that's crazy.
Still, at that point, if you're getting a Blink Dagger at 5 minutes, you've probably won the game.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well, apparently
is
you
under
only win the
attack.
game, what, 56%? So
Yeah. That should be
that'd
like
be a-
that should be like 5 to like 7 minutes and then like 8 to 10 minutes or something like that.
that would be a horrible feeling, getting a 5-minute
Radiant's
blink on
bottom
axe and
tower
losing the
is under
game.
attack.
Oh, that's just. I'm sure it's happened before. Well, Gogi's got a creep cut now, or not really creep cutting, but he's just pushing into the tower. Nemphi as well as Valix.
Mid.
Yeah, this is a gank. Ember Spirit
not Meg.
jumping in, Searing Chains, Ancient Seal, and Dead Milan. That's a big pickup.
Is under attack.
He
Yeah,
didn't use his mechanism.
I think he just got it before he died. Meanwhile, Valix is, they will get a return kill. Earthspike goes in, and that's going to be the kill for Line. So at least there's that.
Huh. That's kind of weird. I think he actually would have lived in enough to turn it. But
Dire's top
Mage gets
tower
Searing
is
Chains.
under
Right click,
attack.
Ember Spirit jumps in. Stifling Dagger. Cole's going to come through as well. Crit, crit, crit. Coup de grace. There's one, but not that much damage. Nemphi's actually just going to bottle up. Another Searing Chains coming in. Another Stifling Dagger. Nemphi's like, let's turn this around. He doesn't have a Remnant up. He has to put it down. Living Armor goes back on an Nemphi. He'll grab the Invis from top. All the meanwhile, Gogi is just doing work on this tower. TP coming in. Sunstrike. Ancient Seal. Beautifully timed finally from Matama Man. They will get this one done. They get the kill. And that's going to be a bit of gold going the way of Matama Man. So.
As you well know.
Invis Ember Spirit here, maybe looking to make a play, but he still has mech if he wants to use it this time, and I don't think they get the kill. Just because the damage output really isn't there from Treant Protector.
They need another hero, I think.
Yeah, here comes Boogie. Has he taken the stack yet? Oh, yeah, he did just take the stack. It was a huge ancient stack. It was like 5 times. And he just took that, so he's got a lot of gold now as a result.
Full Vanguard and probably turned into a Crimson Guard because that item seems pretty good in this situation. I think actually, yeah, against PA, even Shadow Fiend to a certain extent, it's not bad. He goes Medallion first. No, he has Treads and Medallion now too.
He's so farming, man. Look at that. That's an off-lane bristleback.
70 last hits, not bad. And lots of net worth, up to
Radiant's
6,000 in
middle tower
fact.
is under attack.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This game, I thought 4AC had a really solid lead, and then all of a sudden mYi just started killing people
Dire's
left and
top
right.
tower is under attack.
Still hangs in the balance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they haven't fought after that bristleback got all those items, though, and they're still stacking. Like in a lot of those CS, actually, hold on, I thought they're actually going on to Boogie right now. He's so tanky, though. His back is turned. Is it enough, though? No, it's not.
Is that more
They throw up the finger of death for good measure, and the class issue is the one to get the kill. Milan comes in, gets a right click or two, and gets some extra gold for himself. So, as tanky as Boogie might be, if he's alone and he gets everything thrown at him, he'll die.
Yeah, I liked the balls, actually, of mYi to just say, we can still kill him, because a lot of teams wouldn't take that risk. They'd be like, no, don't go in him. He's way too tanky. If they heal him up or someone, we can never get that kill. And a lot of teams would just not take that risk, but mYi took it, and they knew that if they could isolate him, they got the kill. So, yeah, nicely played.
So, as it stands now, mYi is still getting plenty of kills across the map. Item progression, still no Blink Dagger coming up from Gogi. However, his items should be done in short order, about 100 gold or so. When that happens, they start initiating. They could do pretty well for themselves. The Shadow Fiend stopped off for a mech. He has his treads now and an Aquila, so his next couple of items may be damage, maybe survivability, which already has the mech. We talked about Midas. He could still go for that, although it would be late. A lot of options.
Yep. And it is going to be a Roshan attempt here. I don't know if they spotted this out. They're walking in casually.
Yeah,
There's actually no vision from 4ASC.
They have no idea this is happening. Cold Snap going in. They're going to try to raise this up. Matama Man getting so low. Hex up on Ibuki. They might get both of these kills. It looks like they get one. But here comes the Ember Spirit coming in. They throw up the Shadow Fiend's Requiem. He gets the kill, but Boogie's still alive. The mech going through. Heals him up so much. The swap looking for a magic missile. Actually already used it. Boogie, Berserker's called, chopped up into the air, and then chopped down with the Calling Blade. Now looking for Nephi. He'll TP out as well. Trixie, he's going to get brought down. They just chase after him with the Berserker's Call. Battle Hunger, and able to turn that around. Easy 3 kills, and now the Rosh is theirs to take. And 4AC with a ballsy play, lose Roshan and Aegis and 3 heroes in the process.
I mean, their idea was that we could take a fast Roshan with Medallion and Goo, but the Goo's only level 1, so it's pretty underwhelming. And even with a little bit of negative armor, they still don't do that much like actual damage themselves. I think it was just the tree and the bristleback, right?
It was the Bristleback and Invoker. And
Invoker was there?
Yeah, it was just those 2 though. But the Invoker, even with full Exort, doesn't do that much damage. And they had Fort Spirits, which is also good, I guess, but still, it's not enough. Clearly, as they all died, so...
Yeah. They also didn't have anyone outside the pit, nor did they have vision of someone coming in. They just placed this ward there. So that wasn't there before. So that was a pretty big deal. Like,
Dire's middle
mYi just
tower is under
walked up
attack.
into the pit, and they had no idea.
Many times does that happen? These teams are...
Uh,
They know Roche is happening, they head into the pit, and boom, all of a sudden, there it is. Well, the tier 1 tower is finally taken down. If they could somehow break through Boogie, I think he's the biggest issue currently that mYi have to deal with. Memphi's not super farmed. His effectiveness is going to start waning, but Summerman is going for what seems to be... Oh god, they are jumping on Boogie. He's going to get hexed up. Bristlebacks is gone, and that's just going to be another kill for Milan on the Shadow Fiend, and he'll back away with 3,000 gold to bank plus an Aegis.
yeah. Ooh, Sunstrike. I think it got... The damage
Lazard.
got separated, or sorry, divided.
Yes.
I think it may have clipped the PA. I don't know for sure. But, no, I think it's really smart play from mYi. Like, again, a lot of teams wouldn't take those attempts onto Bristleback. But, I mean, they're throwing everything at him. And that's really scary if your hero with living armor that's so friggin' tanky dies like that. Like, you gotta be careful, like, scared what they can do to the other heroes that aren't so tanky.
They could just blow them up at this point. We talked about Skywrath Mage, still 0 armor, still as squishy as ever. He'll die within a half second, so he needs to be careful. Cole is farming bottom. FaZe, Bracer, probably into a drum. Everyone's setting top. They still want this tier 1 tower as Gogi and finally Milan are trying to bring it down, but Living Armor has done a lot of work. Finally, the tower will go down as Milan has full 36 soul stack. Mech done. God, what are you buying? He's saving up for something. He's investing.
They want to go on PA bottom. She knows something's up, kind of.
Sunstrike. Cole is in trouble. Actually gets hit up with the Sunstrike. Sticks up. Drum charge is available. More TP's coming in. Gogi's looking to fight. Overgrowth comes through. They will find Trixie. He's going to try to TP away. Raise, jump in, swap out just to make sure he doesn't get out. Blank Berserker's called. Matuma Man is going to get caught here. They're going to pop it off. He's just going to get his living armor taken down. Magic Missile, Culling Blade, not even necessary. Double kill coming out from Milan. And ForiaC are just throwing bodies at towers and finding that they're not able to find kills. Oh. Uh-oh. That was lag.
Yeah, I felt that.
All right.
Yeah, this is quickly becoming a disaster. And that Shadow Fiend is by far the most farmed hero in the game. And he should have got shut down. Yeah, what is he going to buy? I mean, BKB is not bad here. I've seen a lot of SFs when they rush the mech go for like a rush butterfly afterwards. Then they're like, yeah, I can cover my HP with the mechanism, and then I can't get hit with physical damage. I'm not saying he'll do it, but I've seen it. I will say I've seen it.
I don't know what else he's saving for, honestly. I mean, at this point, I expected him to fully go into the secret shop and buy an Eagle Song. So, who knows? Who the hell knows at this point? But my Insanity are in a pretty solid position here. Even Mitch is going to have a Blink Dagger and 20 gold. Matuma Man is still... He's struggling just to get at a Necro Book 1 at this point for the Invoker. And what else is everyone... I mean, like, Nephi still doesn't have farm. Boogie's pretty much the only one that has farm at this point. And he's getting close to a Crimson Guard, but that's it.
That's a blink on the Lion as well.
Yep. It's frightening. That's scary as all hell. And they're going to smoke, too. All right. Mind City, they want to keep the pressure on. They're going to do so. Boogie would be a pretty good target to find as he's taking this ancient stack. They don't have vision, do they? I'm not sure. Let's check.
I mean, maybe the Skywrath tree combo is just too passive or something. I thought it was going to be a lot stronger both games. Oh.
Yeah, there is Boogie. They did have that vision for the ward. Overgrowth's going to come through. Boogie might survive. Finger of Death going in. Culling Blade a little off the mark. Swap back out. Boogie's still going to die regardless. He does get a lot of Quill Spray stacks off. Not that it matters. He's dead anyways. And they take the last ancient for good measure.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, they're still taking him down. I mean, they're using everything. I'm wondering if, like, at all these times that they are using everything in Bristleback, if, like, the rest of the team was actually there to help. Because it seems like it's only, like, a living armor and then one other hero. They just seem they're never ready to fight, basically.
Yeah, they're not fighting with a Bristleback at all, which that seems counterintuitive considering it's a Bristleback at 20 minutes into the game. Well, at this point, what do you do with your 4AC to get back into this game? Because it certainly feels like they're getting everything taken away from them.
Well, they have waited out the Aegis, so Shadow Fiend doesn't have that anymore. Did buy a Manta, which is a great pickup here. He can get out of the Searing Chains, he can get out of the Silence, Overgrowth. I think it's a really good pickup. He could also really benefit from a BKB, but I say just blow. If you can blow up the Shadow Fiend, obviously you're in a great position, just because that's where all the net worth is. But it's hard to do that with Avenge Swap. So, I still think they have
Radiant's
decent
top
late
tower
game
is
with the
under
Ember
attack.
Spirit. And Bristleback's actually deceptively strong in the late game too, but they have to make sure they get this kill on Shadow Fiend before a swap comes out. That's the biggest issue.
This Venge support has been paying off a lot, I think. Magic Missile has been really helpful. He's swapped a couple of times to get kills. Mitch has been doing really a decent job with Earthspike. His only 1 point in Hex is actually going the max mana drain. Necro 2 finally picked up for Invoker. He just bought the Necro 2 outright. Another smoke coming from mYi. I mean, this has paid off before, and they're going to look for it to pay off again. They actually have Cole showing in the map bottom. But it looks like there is some idea that 4ASC have an understanding this is happening. They're all behind their tower.
Yep. Maybe they saw the smoke actually popped or something, but yeah, shouldn't be able to get anything here, but that's still fine. I mean, 4ASC is not farming anything at all.
And the more they just sit off the map like this, the more Cole's getting farmed. He's got a Helm of the Dominator now, and he's 1-1-6, 97 CS. You really start getting an item like maybe, say, a BKB for Phantom Assassin, or just any item at all at this point. Any significant item. And then this game becomes that much harder.
Yeah, I think BKB for sure is the item here. And the great thing about Axe in this game, and I've said before, is that it's pretty good against Bristleback in the sense that if you go on him with a call, it instantly makes his passive useless, because then it forces him to face you. And then you can, cut through that damage, or cut through the armor and the tankiness of him quite easily. So it's actually kind of a good counter.
Axe, pretty good hero. That's what everyone's been talking about. I actually love this hero. I'm so glad it gets picked.
You actually love that hero.
Oh, God. Oh, my lord. That was not intended. All right, we got to pause, Pax. What's up, buddy? How are you? Hope you're doing well.
It's great, because now I'm actually looking forward to these pauses, just so I can get a nice little chuckle.
He's got some good jokes, man. I'll tell you.
I mean, the last one, whew, that was great.
I mean, his stats, they're pretty good, too. But,
no pressure.
I think he died. Maybe he's not here anymore.
Oh, no.
Rip. Hold on.
Hold
All
on.
right, he's alive.
Okay.
We did it, guys.
He's Googling it, isn't he?
Yeah. While we have a second, I do want to say again, Gamers Book, search it on Steam, the Steam community page. Gamers Book has an Arcana giveaway. I think it's giving away one of each Arcana. So definitely check that out. Search Gamers Book on Steam, guys, and get involved with that. All right, now Pax, the spotlight is yours.
Gotta load mine.
Jeez.
But yeah, BKB on Shadow Fiend is going to be good. Like, whenever you have multiple ways to get out of the Treant ulti, which basically means as a ranged hero, it's got to be mad to BKB.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make a joke about...
that was, I don't know, what would you give that one? How do you feel about that joke?
Yeah, that one's not doing it for me. The last one was great. This is a dismal 5 out of 10.
It's tough, man. It's tough being a joke and stats, man.
Oh, the hard life. I know.
It's so difficult. I'd tell more chemistry jokes, but all the good ones are gone.
All right. It was a twofer.
Yeah, he was setting it up for the next one.
Is that what do you call it, double entendre or something?
I don't know, man. It's words or something. God. Important to note, the winner of this game will go on to face the winner of Ninjas in Pajamas versus Moscow 5. Not sure what happened there. We just kind of paused. Nobody said anything, and then everyone said go. So, okay. Good stuff.
All right. Well, Axe is building into a pipe, which I don't think enough teams in this metagame right now build. I think it's really, really good. Could have really used one that last game we saw against the Zeus.
Oh, God, yeah. A hood, even in its own right, is pretty good. Slideshow.
Slides. People are lagging.
Is it really? Gogi's getting caught out. Earthspike coming in as well. Valix now getting caught. Cole going to work. Phantom Strike. Gogi is going to fall to the Mystic Flare. However, they do take down said Mystic Flare used during the Skywrath Mage. Nephi is just going to jump away with his Remnant. Mitch, do they see Trixie? They don't. Oh, they were chasing after him, and Mitch did not go for him with the Earthspike.
Yep, got a little bit too caught up in the Ember Spirit kill.
Twice the
But you see there, actually, the damage from the Skywrath ulti is still pretty piercing, even through the hood, the full hood of Axe. So the combo's there, the damage is there, it's just a matter of actually being there around when they have some kind of hero to lock them down, whether it's the Treant ulti or the Syrian Chains from Ember. And yeah, it looks like they are still lagging.
Milan, I think, is the one having an issue. He is having a slideshow, apparently. The rest of them seem to... It's not actually latency. I think it's just his computer. Yeah, it must be. And that's fine. He'll probably just restart real quick, and hopefully we'll get back into the game. And I don't want to put modpacks on the spot here, so... let's see. What do we got coming up for you? Well, today, this is our last series. Of course, it is a best of 3, so this is only game number 1. At the very least, we have an extra game. For tomorrow, hold on while I bring this up here. Again, this is just the qualifiers. And what do we got going on? NIP versus M5 tomorrow at 1500 CET, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and... yeah, 6 a.m. PST for those of you that are going to be up early. But that'll be the game tomorrow. M5, of course, replacing Power Rangers. They couldn't be here. They have to go to DAC. And they'll be playing there, and they won't get back until after the group stages start up. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be here anymore. So, and my M5 are going to be here instead. Of course, PGG, always exciting to see what he does and his black holes, and et cetera, et cetera. But...
DAC, that's going to be fun to watch too.
yeah, I can't wait for that. There's a lot of good Dota happening.
I think that's a really cool tournament because it's like a bridge to TI in a sense. Yeah.
And that's
kind
what
of like
people have
how
been asking
ESL
for.
was last year.
Yeah. People have been asking for more and more tournaments that, especially Valve-based tournaments that bridge that gap between TI and TI every year. I mean, we have Starladder, and we've all these other tournaments, the online tournaments and all the big tournaments, but like it's just not the same as a tournament of this magnitude, which is what DAC is. And it's cool having it over in China, too, when you think about it.
It is, yeah. I think it's, having multiple ways for the West to meet the East consistently just keeps everyone on an even keel.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see some of these Eastern teams. I think the East is really, really strong right now.
Yeah, I think it is, too. I'm a West fanboy, and every time there's a West team in at TI4, TI5 or whatever, but at the same time, these East teams they play such solid Dota. Like I was casting NEST not too long ago, and just the plays that they make, they don't seem to make mistakes. They know what they want to do, and they do it generally, and they have such solid plays. So
you're talking about the Chinese?
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of VODs actually last night on Ghost of Gamers of games that weren't necessarily too popular for the Western viewers, but like eHome versus CDEC, for example.
Yeah.
And there's some really good plays coming out from the Eastern players.
I mean, what does it say about?
Maybe he's insane. Maybe he's such a good player.
No, yeah,
I think that guy's actually the best solo mid in the East, if not the world. He's really, really good, and not enough people know about him.
No, he's definitely up there. What does it say about the talent of China also when you have CDEC and LV who come into D2L and they play so damn well?
Well, CDEC kind of bombed, to be honest, but they did replace one of their players, and it seems like they've been playing a lot better since then.
Yeah.
But no, it says a lot. I mean, people didn't know anything about them, and it was a lot of fun. You look at
the Asia, the DAC, and the teams that are there. I mean, this is, for all intents and purposes, these could be the teams that are at this year's TI. Honestly, give or take a couple other teams. There was some, I guess you could say, annoyance about Cloud9 and their status as an American team versus a European team.
Yeah,
that's.
I actually do think that's bullshit, though. I'm not gonna, but I will say it's not the players' fault at all. It's not the team's fault at all, in my opinion. But that's a whole nother topic for another time.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be really fun. How do you drown a hipster? Did we do this one?
We did this one already. Unless there's like another punchline coming up. We definitely did this one.
Was it drown a hipster last time?
It was like you were too far out or something like that. No, hipster. No, that was hippie. I'm sorry. Moppax, we didn't do this one. Our apologies. Continue on with a joke.
Throw him in the mainstream. All right.
But
isn't a hipster the same thing as hippie, though?
No, I think they're different. Hippie, like, I think of tie-dye shirts and stuff like that. Hipster, I think of, like, beanie hats and, like, I liked this band before they were cool. That's the terminology of a hipster.
Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah. I guess you're right. You're right.
I know there's a very fine difference, but
I lived. It's funny. I should know this because I lived in Olympia, Washington, for a long time, which is friggin' hippieville. So, if anyone who's familiar with Olympia, Washington, shout out to Jeppins. You'll know it's filled with hippies. But
I've only been to one place in Washington, Seattle. That's it, and I liked it. But it seems like every time somebody talks about Washington, they're just like, yeah, it's pretty much Seattle, and everything else is like the Boondocks. I don't know why people say that.
No way, man.
I
love Washington State. It's a great state.
Like even people talk about like I guess Tacoma, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of
Tacoma sucks.
Okay, well,
Tacoma sucks because it smells real bad because they have a bunch of paper mills there.
Oh yeah,
and it makes it. Oh, you drive through Tacoma, you're just like, oh my god, it's like worse than driving through a farm. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of farms where I live, so I know all about that.
Where do you live?
I live in upstate New York.
Oh, okay. I've actually never been to New York. Not even New York City. Nothing.
You're missing out. New York City is just like sometimes. When we went to ESL New York, it was fun. It's fun being there with your friends, but sometimes it's just too much. Like it's just too many people in this crowded area.
That's like I'm in Vancouver right now, and man, the traffic is so damn terrible, so bad. I hate driving through traffic, so I just never go out because of it.
I don't live in like any specific city. I live on a pretty built up town, but yeah, I don't have to deal with traffic generally unless I'm going down to Albany, which is like talk about bad cities, man. Anybody from Albany, like you know.
Bad as in what, traffic or
no
crime?
Like just everything compiled into one, and it's not even that. But we have 3 cities like that in one area. We have Albany, Troy, and Schenectady. So.
Well, I used to live near Detroit. That was.
Oh, okay, then you know about that then.
Yeah.
Well, I really thought communism was going to work out. Is this leading into a joke, or is this just a statement from you, Moppax? Let's find out.
Drum roll, please. Maybe we don't even need a drum roll. But in hindsight, there was a lot of red flags.
God.
All right.
Every time there's a couple I'm like, okay, and then there's other ones I'm just like, please no more. God, why? All right, I don't know what the issue is here. Milan has reconnected to the game. He did so a long time ago. We're still waiting. I almost want to say hello.
He's watching the stream for the good jokes.
I would if I were him.
Yeah.
10,000 other people are. But 22 minutes in. All right, what else is going on? So we just finished Starladder. We just finished D2L, and now we're getting into DAC. Oh, please, Milan, why? Why you gotta be like that? Other than that, there's not much going on. DotaPit coming up. I guess MLG is coming up as well, but it's really just DAC.
What are your predictions?
I think a Chinese team will get first. I don't know which one. There's a lot of good ones, but Chinese team will get first, maybe even second. I think Secret's probably top 3. I'm not even sure if EG gets top 5 because of the new roster they have, but if they do, it's probably on the back end of Smail.
Secret won't get top 8.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Secret's really weak right now.
Okay.
Based off of, I talked to them and I know what's going on with performance and whatnot. And they seem to be in a really rough spot. But I think EG will do okay, but I still think they'll probably be one of the stronger. Is Empire going actually? I wonder if.
I don't think so.
I don't think they are actually.
I don't think so. As far as the European qualifiers go, it's Hellraisers, Navi, Power Rangers, I believe, are the ones that are going.
That sucks because Empire looked so good at Starladder.
Yeah,
they won obviously, and
yeah.
But I think the Chinese are gonna really own.
That's right. Navi and Power Rangers are fighting for a wildcard spot along with Wings, Energy, Pacemaker, Hyperglory Team, and Speed Gaming. So there's still 2 slots available, I believe, once everyone gets there. And then on top of that, you have all of the best teams. I mean, the only teams that I see that are not maybe up to snuff here are like C-Deck, which we talked about, Hellraisers, and maybe Rave. Even them are pretty good. So,
here we go. Finally back. Hopefully. Oh, he says he's Gucci now.
Dyer's
All right,
bottom
that's good.
tower is under attack.
They're going to go to work on this tier 2 tower, or tier 1 tower, rather.
Radiant's top
By the
tower,
way,
Dyer's bottom tower has
admin
fallen.
ruling, no more pauses for mY. Milan, you're going to have to rate it in. He does have the most net worth currently. He also has Manta Mech, 2,000 gold to bank. They're going to take this tier 2 tower. It looks like there's no way they're defending it. They'll try to get the tower top. In fact, that tier 1 was
Radiant's
dead.
top
They
tower
just hit it
has
once and
fallen.
gets the kill. Crimson
Dyer's
Guard's still not done
structures
yet.
are
He actually has
fortified.
enough money to buy it, but he's not doing so. Actually, it's the buckler plus the recipe, I believe, so.
Dyer's
And
bottom
mid lane,
tower has fallen.
Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains.
Radiant's top
Axe is
tower
going to get
is
caught
under
out, but he's
attack.
fine. There's the Crimson Guard finally done. TP's coming in en masse. Boogie's going to get hexed up. Nice usage of that tornado, but there's going to be an Earthsplit coming out. And there's going to be the Crimson Guard living armor as well, but where's the follow-up? Not really there. Berserker's Call. They need to use the Battle Hunger. They will pop it off, but the Deafening Blast pushes them back. Ogie's still chasing. And they turn around and they actually just blow up a couple of the Forge Spirits. And that's it. Another smoke, though, for my Insanity, but Cole misses it. He's just going to go and farm, it looks like, and the rest of them are going to do some work.
Necro 3 is purchased for the Invoker. So finally has that, but has nothing else, unfortunately. A little bit slower of a timing. Normally you see it around, a good one is like 18 minutes. An average is about 20, I would say. But yeah, at least still has it. I will say this mana drain from Lion maxed out is pretty damn good against this Bristleback.
Yeah, the
And
cool
Bristleback
spirits,
might even want to invest in a stick.
That would be... He has the bottle, which is nice for mana regeneration. He actually has a haste bottle up as well. Might actually see a fight.
I gotta leave for just 1 second. I'll be right back, sorry.
Tralf getting out, but we'll continue onward here. My Insanity continuing forward. Looks like they want to take Roche. It's about to respawn. Oh, Milan just walks out as it's spawning. Lazard is looking up the high ground here. Sitting treads. Boogie heading mid as well. So he still has that haste rune. Also, back up to 2,000 gold quickly. I'm not sure where that money came from, but he just bought the Crimson Guard. Ember Spirit and Nemphy's got to just keep away. They're trying to kind of just divide the map here. 4AC are looking to just split up My Insanity and make sure that they can't really take any objectives. They have to kind of sit back and make sure the lanes are all pushed out before they head over to Roche. And even though they smoked up and they got a couple of kills in doing so, they still can't find an opportunity to smoke up the seat, kid to kill, and head into Roche. So, as it stands now, they're still trying to secure this next Roche. If they get this Aegis, they can easily push a tier 2, and then if they take a fight, they can take the tier 3, probably the game. That's how far ahead they are. But it actually is not that much in net worth. Only 2,500. Because you look at the top 5 or so, Nemphy and Matumba Man are up there, whereas the Axe is not quite there anymore. Cole is still trying to get his semblance of farm. He's up to 2.8k gold. We talked about this. It looks like he'll be probably going for a BKB. Speaking of which, Milan picks up his BKB. They pick up an Alpha Wolf. Maybe they head into Roche, but there is this Observer Ward from 4AC. And up top, Nemphy and the rest of the squad are just farming their own jungle rather than pushing out the lanes. Another smoke, maybe? It's got to be. Yeah, there's another smoke for Lazard here. They have one on the Vengeful Spirit. They're actually just going to head over to Roche real quick. Force out as many rotations as possible, and they're not even good. They're just walking into Roche. They feel like they could take the fight at any point in time. They smoked out of Roche. Sunstrike. Oh, that Sunstrike's got to catch it out. They know that they're not in there anymore. And so now it looks like you have to be very careful if you're an Nemphy and the rest of 4AC. That was a really cool play, but the Sunstrike catches it out. They should have waited for the Sunstrike and gone from there. So they do take the tier 2 tower top. They use the Forge Spirits, the Necro 3 finally getting underway. And now they actually head into Roche after kind of walking around, wandering around aimlessly. But look how fast this dies. Presence of the Dark Lord, armor reduction, wave of terror. So good. Are you back, buddy? Trump, are you here?
I am. Sorry, someone was at my door.
That's all right. All good. You didn't miss much. They smoked. They didn't get a kill. They went to Roche. They smoked out of Roche. Then they sunstriked Roche, so they knew that they weren't in Roche, and they had a ward there. And eventually, mYi just go back into Roche and take it. So
nice. So it looks like they have... Actually, their experience lead is only 2,500. But and even their gold lead is actually the same. I thought it would be a bit higher, but... I guess it's really just top-heavy with the SF.
Yeah, that's the thing. You look at the top 3. Matumba Man and Boogie are both up there. Even Nemphy's getting up there. And whereas Gogi's not quite there yet, so...
I like this BKB, though. Like I was saying, I think these two items are very, very crucial for a ranged carry against the Treant and the Skywrath.
Berserker's Call. Boogie actually got caught out. Earthspike's going to go. They should have Magic Missile ready, and they will pop it up, but here's going to be the ultimate coming out from the Shadow Fiend. But no more follow-up damage. They will pop up the BKB. Sleight of Fist going in, and actually they blow up Mitch. Nephi doing some work here. He's got a battle through, but it gets cold immediately. Deafening Blast going in. Cole now disarmed. Can't really fight. Buyback coming in from the Ember Spirit. I believe he has Remnant. He already jumped in on the backside. Got the kill onto the Axe. Jumping through here comes Cole. Wants Matubba Man. Ancient Seal is up. Arcane Bolt flying through. Still silence going in. Nephi once more. Gonna find Lazard. Good turnaround so far from 4AC. Beautiful buyback to Nephi. Now there's gonna be usage of the Overgrowth. Raising, trying to get off, but Cold Snap stun lock for days, and mYi's Milan is dead. Cole, the last one alive. He does have Aegis, but he has no backup. He can maybe try to turn and at least get one kill, but it looks like he's just running straight for home as fast as humanly possible. He'll jump in on Trixie, gets a crit, but they're all pretty healthy. His Aegis is going to go, and I think Cole dies again here, and this is going to be a wipe, it looks like. There's the Ancient Seal. Cold Snap coming in as well. Cole is desperately trying to fight. That Ancient Seal duration lasting forever. Once Matubba Man not going to get the crit. There it goes. The right click just enough. He actually does pick up one. But that is it. All of that fighting for nothing for mYi. And then 4AC suddenly get back on the train. What a fight.
Well, okay, a few things about that. One, Ember Spirit bought out. Two, Matubba Man had no business dying there at the end. Like, he just got greedy and tried to get a kill when he could just walked away and not died. And then 3, the PA did buy her BKB right before she died, so and got that kill. So that was actually pretty good at the very end. Obviously, it was pretty bad in general for mYi. I think the SF was way too fast on that BKB usage. He really got nothing out of that. I think that was the biggest reason have such a great fight. Also, like, they've had such a good time killing this Bristleback in the earlier stages of the game, but when they didn't use everything on him initially, they just didn't do enough damage to him, and they used too many spells. That's what I was talking about, though. Remember we were saying, like, if they just had their team nearby when they use all their spells on the Bristleback, they can turn it in.
That's the exact spot right there. And that might be enough to get them back into the lead. At least in net worth-wise, it's pretty close for them leading the way. Again, the Shadow Fiend still is very farmed, but the Crimson Guard is so strong for this Bristleback. When he has his back turn, when he has the Crimson Guard up, and now I think he's also getting a BKB. This is a very difficult hero to kill, like you said, when he has his heroes around him. So my Insanity, despite them having this huge lead at one point, 4AC are composed, unsurprisingly.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And they'll look for more kills top, maybe, or just they're trying to split the map and farm, it looks like.
Cole does have, like I said, his BKB, has the boar around him, the Alpha Wolf, I should say. So he can crit a little bit more. He's actually going to hit 16 here relatively fast. He's going to be careful up here. He shouldn't die because of the BKB, but you don't want to pop a BKB usage just to run away, especially when it's your 10-second one. So it's actually a DD spot at top. That's going to go the way of Shadow Fiend.
Oh, God. That's frightening. And now they actually have to back. They saw that, too. They saw that.
That's over.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's over 400 damage with the Vengeance Aura.
That's disgusting. They'll walk up towards the top tier 2 tower. They're still the middle tier 2 tower, but I don't know. Maybe with the BKB, if they do let the Shadow Fiend use his double damage and let it run out, maybe they could contest this. They have a glyph. They're going to pop it now. Concussive shot. Not looking at BKB or anything along those lines just yet. Axe is still farming here. He has his pipe done, by the way. He didn't have that in the last engagement, but he does complete it now. Are they backing? Looks like it. They could have taken the tower, I think.
They have their BKBs. They got pipe. They have the Alpha Wolf nearby. I think they can fight this.
They're baiting, I think.
They just need to make sure they go on the right targets. Like, if you're gonna go on the Bristleback, you need to make sure without a shadow of a doubt that you kill him, no matter what. So that's why it's kind of a risky play in general to go into Bristleback.
I feel like Invoker and Ember Spirit might be the two go-to targets.
Yeah.
Especially the Ember Spirit. They kill him quickly. He won't have buyback like he did in the last fight. Nice blind Berserker's Call, Gogi, but no such luck to get it. And Matubba Man is split pushing mid. They've done this very well. This has gotten them back in the game. Split push, force out TP rotations, split the map, make sure that you're farming effectively while the rest of your team is maybe looking to defend or engage on a fight. That's tough.
Yep, Cole does hit 16, so that crit's going to be 450%. I didn't know it scaled by 110. I thought it just scaled by 100. That's pretty good.
That's pretty nice. This is when the damage really starts coming out.
They need some sentries here on the side of mYi. I'm looking over. They don't have a gem. They don't have sentries on everybody to scout out these tree invises.
Oh, yeah. The Nature's Guys is going to be a problem. He's gotten off to a good start. He actually did go Midas. This is something you were talking about last game with Hani.
It's better this game because like last game it was just a blowout, right? So
Yeah.
this game it's a little bit more close, so you can get some more levels. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen Tree with Ags, but it's freaking
I have.
owns,
I've
man.
played against it. I was playing. All right, this is the weirdest thing because I was playing with my brother, who is like, my brother and his friends are like 3 to 2.5k MMR, and they were like actively like buying Quelling Blades and actually cutting down all of the trees that had the Ag's eyes on them. I'm like, what MMR am I playing in right now? This shouldn't happen.
Yeah, it's really good also because the cooldown's so low that you can get so many up at one time, or very quickly, and then it actually does a good chunk of damage too, and you don't have to be near them to get the overgrowth off.
That's the thing that I noticed was the damage is actually pretty good. I was like, what's actually hurting me now? Because I didn't know at the time.
It does like double the damage of say a Tide Ravage, so to put it in perspective.
It's pretty frightening when you think about it, but well, they could get there at some point in time. He's sitting on 1,200 right now. He could buy his point booster, but he's still 3,000 gold away at this point. And I don't know who this favors. If this goes on long enough, you talked about how deceptively strong a Bristleback can be in the late game, but you also have a Shadow Fiend and a PA who are just strong in the late game.
Yeah, well, and you also have PA who's going to be critting really hard, but it also has, I think, what, in total, negative 16 armor, negative 6 from Presence of the Dark Lord, and then negative 6 from the Wave of Terror. So that's really good. Those are the things that really transfer into the late game, is negative armor strats and physical damage, and mYi definitely has more of that going for them than for ASC. But yeah, I do stand by the point that Bristleback is still quite strong in the late game.
Yeah. At some point, maybe Bristleback might need to buy something that gives them a bit more armor. Sulcuros could be an item that they go for. I want to see what Invoker picks up. He's a Force Staff now. He's a Necro as well. He's up to 3,000 gold, and let's see what he goes for. Gogi is caught out. Sleight of Fist. Tornado goes first. He's got to pop the pipe. There's the meatball. Searing Chains is available. Berserker Call has already been used. Sleight of Fist going again, and they just bring him down. Right click, and now top lane. Milan is in trouble. He might have to pop a Mansa. BKB. He Manta's out of the silence. Getting chased down. Urn Charge on top of him. Sunstrike not there. They throw up the Viscous Nasal Goo. Milan pops the BKB. Gonna pop his ultimate as well. Boogie stands right next to him. He's like, I'm not really afraid of your damage. Milan actually stayed maybe too long. Had no TP scroll. He's gonna run Ring Around the Rosie here against Boogie. More tread swapping going through. Getting more Viscous Nasal Goo. He's got a Force Staff his way. Mitch, BKB from Boogie just to avoid that Earth Spike. And now he will get this kill. That was a pretty gangster move. Just standing right next to that Requiem and just destroying that Shadow Fiend. And on top of that, Matama Man is getting this tower. They will get a bash coming in.
Bash.
The bash comes through, and they get the kill on Matama Man, and he actually doesn't get the tower. It's going to get denied. Nice swing.
Well, it could have been a really, really good trade there for ASC, but Matama Man gets caught out, unfortunately. Should have maybe TP'd when he was out of vision, so that the PA's Phantom Strike couldn't connect with him. But lucky RNG goes the way of Cole. And, yeah, his farm is still not too bad. Like I said, the negative armor is really going to pay off in the late game for him specifically, but feels like the Shadow Fiend is like missing another item to like get away or something. He's going for just raw damage now. Problem is he doesn't do enough damage to the Bristleback when he's not isolated.
The Bristleback is, that's the thing. Like, usually, if you had a Shadow Fiend with 36 souls, a Mantis Cell, a Chrysalis, and all of the stuff that he has, you could blow up a lot of these heroes. Bristleback is not one of those heroes.
Yeah. Especially with tree armor on him all the time.
Mm-hmm. It almost feels like he's unkillable, especially, like you said, tree armor and then Crimson Guard on top of that. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, they need some crits or something. They need something from the PA, I think.
And the BKB timing was really nice from him to dodge the Lion stun.
Yeah,
I think if Lion actually gets a stun off, the SF lives.
Mm-hmm. Probably. The Earth Spike was there, but unfortunately the timing was really solid from Boogie. Only true Tree and Ags, I think, was the stat from Outpacks.
Yeah. Although it does have a 100% win rate, but stats are so misleading because it's like, for instance, if you said like Tree has a 100% win rate when he goes Radiance when he goes Radiance. It's like usually it's probably because he goes Radiance because they're like, you know, up 30k or something.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I still think it's really strong. I still think Force Staff is quite good though. Like there's nothing wrong with Force Staff on Tree.
No, that's the everyman item. If you need something to build and you're out of options, Force Staff is the way to go. You can literally build that on a hero and you're fine.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm a big fan. Like we saw in the game with Mad when he had like the Force Staff on the Earthshaker was able to force slide into like an Echo Slam. It's just impressive to watch. So, all right, Nemphy Daedalus done. He's trying to split push. He actually doesn't have his Aquila turned on, interestingly enough. Yeah, he's had it off all game actually. And they're gonna try to Roche now though.
Well, they can if they get everyone in there actually attacking him. They're kind of do-si-doing around. There's the PA. Get the extra damage from both the Wolf and the Alpha, and the Venusaur. Look at that. It just dies so freaking fast.
And there's a cheese on the ground too that Cole will pick up. Forge Spirit's a bit late to the party, and now Mitch does have the gem. So they will have some, as Mopax pointed out, they will have some detection. They will have some counter-warding potential. This game keeps flip-flopping around. I can't tell who's winning at certain points. You look at the graph currently. It is 5,000 in favor of 4 ASC, but mYi with that Roshan and some more items are in a pretty good spot.
Well, PA's farm has really jumped up a bit in the last 5 minutes. He was at, or she was at like, I want to say 13,000 not too long ago and just totally pulled ahead. With that kill on Invoker, I think is what set it all off.
Yeah. Basher now done. Maybe going Abyssal next. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what else you can get in this situation, but Abyssal seems like a pretty good item choice. And especially to lock down MP. That's going to be the item. For now, they'll probably just wait until he gets that Abyssal. Maybe not. They look like they want to make it go on bottom lane.
He'll probably get it with this next wave or two. Like, he just needs... He should be like, yo, let me get this creep. Alright, there you go. He's got it now. He can make his way over to the side shop. Do they have a gem on mYi? I really feel like they need a gem.
They have one, and Mitch has it.
Oh, they do? Okay, good, good.
Certainly pretty nice, as the Nature's Guides is not going to be as effective anymore. He's not going to the secret shop here. He does have cheese, but maybe he wants to save for buyout instead. Milan's going to walk up to the high ground, maybe Manta, and just probably actually save it.
I think he should buy it. Like, they're pushing, so I don't think he needs buyback.
Link, Berserker's call. They're jumping on Nemphy. Bash, crit. Oh. Wow, he blew up. Buyback is available. He is down for 92 seconds. He might have to use it. He just died instantly. And now they're going to put some pressure on the melee racks. No buyback just yet. There it goes. TP coming in. Tornado only connecting onto one. Sleight of Fist going through. Viscous Days will go onto Milan. Still has his BKB already manted. So buyback forced, and they get the tier 3 tower. And mYi lose nothing in return. Cole is going to go buy his Abyssal Blade now.
Yeah, he should, for sure.
Nope, buy it. Hit it. There you go. Good work. Nice
If he
work,
goes
Cole.
in now and surprises the Ember Spirit who just bought back, he could easily one-shot him again with the negative armor from both the SF and the Venge on him.
Nemphy's sitting far back, though. They have to find him first. Yeah, it was a lot of damage. Here we go, Sleight of Fist, no crit coming in. They want this Rax, the melee Rax taking a hefty beating. Cole's leading the way. Again, still has cheese. Aegis, Blink Berserker's call goes in, misses action from Gogi. On cooldown for another 10 seconds. Tornado, Mystic Flare, BKB, swap out. Gogi's still low. Did they cheese yet? Coming out from Cole? Absolutely. But they are getting chased down. Requiem is going to go. Boogie takes literally no damage as he has the BKB on. And they will run away. 2 down. Really good hold so far. There's going to be the overgrowth. They're going to lose the gem. Mitch is going to lose the gem. Finger's going to go on to Nemphy, does nothing. The gem is down. It looks like Trixie or someone. No, it's going to be Valix picking it up. And now everyone's trying to leave. Cole has got no TP. He's already drummed away. Remnant's still going. Nemphy has another Remnant if he wants to use it. All the way, meanwhile, the top lane is pushing in. All right, good hold from 4AC.
There was a TP scroll he actually could have just picked up and randomly, like right here. He just picked up and TP'd out. But no, that was just a really whiffed call. Like he blinked in and called nothing. I don't know if he had vision and was just doing it blindly, but either way, just that's not the way you want to initiate those fights. AC coming out now for Bristleback. If he didn't feel invincible before, he definitely does now.
I don't know how you kill this guy at all.
It has to be with a call into him to make him face you. That's the only way.
Milan still has Aegis. I think he wants to get rid of this, or at least fight with it, and they know that they're trying to bait them into it. No, yeah, the Berserker's Call, it needs to be there. And now he is, like we talked about, the Assault Cuirass is there. God damn, dude, that guy is just... He's a tanky bad boy, to say the very least. Cole continuing to farm up. With the Abyssal Blade. Hyperstone on Shadowfiend. Maybe he's going for an Assault Cuirass now. Well, actually, Maelstrom Milner is more than likely, but... Oh, okay. I don't know. I had this discussion with people about like Assault Cuirass on ranged carry heroes, ranged agility heroes.
And they said it was bad.
They didn't understand it. I don't know. I can understand that. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think it matters too much. The only problem I see here for Shadow Fiend is that he's missing like raw HP. Like his HP is actually very low. And while he has decent armor, I still feel like through a Hex, which they just pick up on Invoker, they can easily burst him down with magic damage. Just because his HP is so low. That's the only thing I fear. So I think his last item, like he's going to make his Daedalus, which is great. He might even want to think about like a Scotty, which would be quite good against Bristleback, but he is relatively squishy to magic damage. That's my only concern.
Scotty, maybe Satanic as well.
All right, Satanic is fine too.
Yeah. He picks up the Morbid Mask as I say that. So I'll go for Helm, then get into the Satanic as quickly as possible, which I think will be Cole's next item. Unless they want to pick something else up first. Maybe some more damage for Cole. Not that he really needs that much.
He could use it, though. That's one thing you can never have too much of, honestly. You can have too much HP, you can go crazy on armor, but you can never have too much damage. So I think anything for him, like, I mean, I guess the obvious choice is, like, MKB. Manta's not bad, either. I still think Manta's quite good for PA. I don't know why enough people don't get it. It's very, very good.
Well, yeah, that's something. I think Envy's like the only one that does that, actually, that I can think of. Regardless, they're going to push down mid. Again, mYi has really been putting a lot of effort in these smokes, and a lot of the time they connect with at least one kill, but the past couple of minutes have not been successful for them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They just need a bit more of a clean initiation from Axe. Yeah, I think that they do have the potential to easily kill the Bristleback. They just need him, or facing the team. And they can only do that with an axe.
And Milan will walk up straight to the high ground, start putting pressure on the range racks. TP actually got canceled. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was something else. But meanwhile, they're going to throw up a Viscous Nasal Goo onto Milan. With no Aegis this time, he will have to be careful. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains doesn't connect. More Nasal Goo coming out. Boogie is just running straight at them. The rest of his team is behind him. And Gogi afraid to jump in. Manta is going to take down the Necro Warrior. And the Necro Archer as well. Nice crit.
Well, kind of a waste of a Necro 3 there.
Yeah. Oh, Gogi wanted that Blink Berserker's call onto the Ember Spirit, but he jaunted away at just the right time. This is just a bit of a waiting game. It's now just to see who blinks first.
Well, thank God for 4ASC that they have a tree, because they can still heal these racks.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the range racks anyway, but it'll just help out even more.
That's something that I was surprised they were just letting it take that much damage, but with the Treant, they should be okay. Another wave of tear, concussive shot. Might start ramping up here in the next couple of moments. Can we get anything going on? Any action at all? Nemphy is mid. He has a Remnant back home. 45 minutes into this game, and they're really drawing it out here. And it might not look it, but 4AC do have a net worth advantage despite being pushed into right now. Oh, God. Early Roche respawn coming out. mYi could actually take this.
They could. I mean, I don't know if they spotted. Yeah, they did spot the Ember actually walking into the jungle because they have this very awkward ward towards the mid right there.
Yep.
So they were actually looking for them, but couldn't find the Ember as he backs up. And yeah, Roshan will be respawning in just a couple of seconds here.
Nemphy walking into the jungle. Gogi might spot him out. Nemphy has a Remnant. Nemphy doesn't seem to mind. Berserker's Call. Actually, did that hit? It did. But he Remnants away anyways. He had Flame Guard on, so they wouldn't have been able to kill him. And now it looks like 4AC want to push out, contest Roshan. They throw up the Necro, and they want to see if they can catch anybody out in that pit. They will notice that it's up if they send the Necro Warrior into the pit. Wave of Terror, so now both teams will probably know. mYi and 4AC will find that out themselves. Double Damage Rune top is going to be picked up for Milan probably again, as they did spot it out as they were walking down. But 4AC not scared anymore. They're going to walk outside their base. We might see a fight happen around the Roche pit. Mitch has his gem back again. That's actually his second gem that he purchased.
Trixie's got a Ghost Scepter now, so he can mitigate the auto attack damage from PA. It's a very passive game, honestly.
There's just not much to say
Really
at this
not much
point.
happening. Yeah.
I don't know what else. Okay, Roshan is going. It's this
Daedalus.
Yeah, mYi just absolutely cleaned this up as fast as I've. This might be the fastest Rosh I've seen in a long time.
Roshan
Cole is
has
going to pick up the
fallen
Aegis,
to
and
the
that's going to
Radiant.
leave a cheese for Axe, as he almost has his full Aghanim Scepter. Matsama Man's going to walk away.
Ogre club. It's a random ogre club.
Is
Okay,
that
here comes his axe.
Axes? Yeah, that courier is actually close to dead. Jump in. Cole, Matsama Man is going to get just chopped down. The Abyssal Blade came through and blew him up. Buyback available, yes, but at least it's something. That's the start of something here. Wait, did Axe get his... Whose
No,
Ogre
he's
Club
got
was
two-
that?
He's got two. It's his, but he just has 2 other components in his stash.
I was
So
like,
he has to bring the courier all the way back the long route. It's kind of funny because they're taking racks, so like, make sure our courier doesn't die.
where's that courier anyways?
It's on the very bottom edge.
BKB going, Boogie jumping in now. Big damage coming out. Ember Spirit is blown up. He's forced to buy back. They get another hero as well. That's the Treant. Boogie not taking any damage. They are just dealing the right click out. They jump in. Cole blows up. And Tubman Boogie finally goes down. It's all unraveling here for 4ASC out of seemingly nowhere.
Under attack.
Just a whirlwind of damage comes through. Boogie's going to run in. He's
Look at
going to
that.
get Berserker's called. They're going to jump it again. They need a crit or two. They will get one. They missed the Culling Blade. Not that it matters. Double kill for Cole. They're stifling Dagger Valix. He's going to go further. He does have a Ghost Up. He actually has an Ethereal Blade. Not that it matters. They got blown up. A set of racks down. More than likely going to be the game because of Boogie being dead for 92 seconds. My Tumble Man dead for 50.
Yeah, it seems like it's funny to say that Axe is a counter to Bristleback, but once you get that call and he can't turn his back to you, he becomes significantly less tanky.
Nice Ethereal Blade coming out. Cole still wants to get this kill. Can't find it. Still has the Aegis. Tier 3 tower finally taken. Cole's going to fall. There's the Aegis. The Sleight of Fist will get that done. Milan actually has enough for a Satanic, I believe. Almost. Hex is up. They don't even need the Earth Spike. They don't need anything else. Cole hits him once and he is dead as hell. Up to 8,000 gold. They're going to take these tier 4 towers and this should be the end of the game. Aghanim's finally completed for Gogi, but not that he needed it. Living Armor, there's the Glyph as well. But as far as game 1 is concerned, my Insanity, they pull off the upset here in a best of 3 series. It's not over yet, but this first game, mYi, looked a bit shaky. They still get it done. There's the GG.
Jeez, look at the damage coming out from Shadow Fiend.
And he dies. He sacrifices himself. GG finally called. The well is going to take a spill, but that's it. All right, game number 1 in the books. mYi. What a game for them.
Bottom lane was kind of a disaster early on. I was a little bit scared for mYi just because of how well Bristleback was farming. But top lane seemed to be pretty decent for the Axe, even though he died early on. And then mid lane should have been better, but the Shadow Fiend just got a lot of CS despite getting killed off early on.
Yeah,
The good rotations of the supports to really prioritize mid and just let PA kind of solo against a Bristleback was the good decision that really got them into the driver's seat this game.
yeah. Just so much farm for both Cole and Phantom Assassin. And Boogie did the best that he possibly could, but even he, who was unkillable at certain points, could not take that game for 4ESC, despite them having an okay time. So, first game goes to my Insanity. Second game is coming up on the docket here. The last game may be of the day. We'll see who moves on. Again, my name is Mont. With me is MontPax and Tralf. Make sure you check us out on Twitter. You can see it here at MontDota, at TralfDota, and at MontPax. Shout out to our sponsors. Make sure you check out twitter.com/DotaPit, DotaPit.com as well for more information. For those of you who've been watching since the beginning, thank you so much, guys. Season 3 underway. We'll jump into Game 2 in just a moment. Stick around.